Welcome back to the next episode of our Sandyton build series. Today we're going to take a look at the Florist. The Florist has a pretty important job. They grow flowers for your colony. I know, super important, right? Actually it is, because they make all the dyes that will help your colony colorize. So without the Florist, you would not, well, I mean, you're in the desert, so you'd have cactus, but otherwise you wouldn't be able to make the roof. You'd have to go find that cactus on your own. Actually, I don't think they grow cactus. You have to do that over at the plantation. That was a terrible idea. Moving on to the build. Make sure you stick around until after that, because I will be covering the requirements that the Florist has. So let's go. And I am back. Hope you enjoyed the shorter video there. As you can see, I've got a pen full of flowers here that I'm just gonna decorate up in these pots. Here we go, and Lily of the Valley, and that is it for the Florist. Pretty simple build. So what'll happen in game is that your Florist, whichever colonist gets assigned to work here, will come up and they will use compost from the composter on these composted dirt spots or blocks, and they will grow flowers there. Then they'll take those flowers and they'll just store them until the courier picks them up, takes them to the warehouse, or eventually they'll make their way over to the dyer, or they will go into whatever builds need flowers. So I don't know what the rules are, but the blue orchid probably won't come in until the very end at level 5. That's usually when I do the final decorative touches in my schematics. So you may or may not have to find a swamp to finish the Florist, I don't know. But aside from that, our requirements are, of course, this composted dirt, and if we count them up, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So we have our 20 blocks of composted dirt, and that is the requirement for the Florist. We need 4 blocks per level, so level 1 might be something like these 2 blocks in the back and those 2 blocks in the back. May or may not have a nice decorative edge here with our DO panels, but that pretty much wraps it up. We've got pretty much wraps it up for our requirements, that is. We've got the back of the building, and we've got the front of the building. You'll notice I fixed this a little bit off camera because I looked at that and I said, why in the world did I leave that way? But that's the way building goes. We'll do a final decorative pass before Sandyton is all done. And that'll just be to ensure that everything is in line with the intended design or vision, if you want to go that way. But here we are done with our episode for today. Tomorrow we're gonna load up the enchanter. That's what we're doing tomorrow. As you can see off camera, I added a little road and might use these roads later on if I make roads for Sandyton. Probably will. It's a pretty nice design. I don't know how hard mud is to get, but I kind of like it. You get a nice little auditory response as you're clopping down the street and then jump up onto the tile or the bricks or the general sandstone. Sounds much different, so that's pretty fun. But hope you enjoyed today's episode. As always, I appreciate and thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed the episode, we've still got plenty more to do. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you, and bye-bye.